Welcome to King Says So, a channel that advocates for one Africa, one land, one Africa, one language, one Africa, one currency, one Africa, one army. I wish to witness Africans all around the world united as one in our lifetime. Enjoy. What's up, Africans all over the world? It's your boy King 053, Mr. Easy Imale Nengi, and today I have to do a video that saddens me very much. And I have to say, it is time that we Africans stand up for each other. I'm very saddened that no political anger, no political reaction is done towards the situation. What am I talking about? I'm talking about my sister Unoli Sindiso Kheko, who was attacked in China. She's a worker in China, a teacher in China, teaching in a kindergarten crèche, as we call it in South Africa. And because her contract was ending and she refused to extend her contract, she was brutally attacked. And I'm telling you, I even want to go as far as saying she's lucky that she's still alive. Maybe you haven't seen the story. Maybe, like me, you caught the story late because it's an incident that happened in August. Let me just play it quickly and then I'll give you a reaction.
Hello, my name is Nolu Sindiso. I'm from South Africa. I'm currently based in Shanghai, China, and I work as a kindergarten teacher. On Wednesday, August 23rd, during a disagreement, the HR manager at my job, a guy, punched me on my face. After he punched me and I was screaming, trying to get out of his office, he pushed me down on the couch, telling me that I needed to sit down. I screamed and I was trying to get my phone so I can take pictures and videos of what was happening. Instead, he grabbed my phone and said he didn't have my phone anymore. I don't know how I got out of the office, but somehow I got out, and I was running in the passage of this kindergarten trying to get help. There were various women there. All of them just watched and did nothing. I managed to run to the stairs, but by the time I got to the stairs, he was already there, and he was preventing me from going past them. I was screaming, but he was pulling me, preventing me from leaving. I don't know what came into my head, but I thought about a different exit, and I ran towards the different exit, but he was chasing me. And during the time that he was chasing me, he was singing a song, humming a song, as though to distract me in case so that I can fall and he can catch me. I managed to get out of the building, and there was another lady outside the building shouting for the security officers to close the gate so I wouldn't get out. But what happened is the security officer made a mistake. Instead of closing the gate, he opened the gate, and then I ran, managing to get out. By the time I got out, I had no shoes on, no socks on. They had taken my phone. I had no bag on. It was just me and nothing on my hands. I didn't know what to do, so I started walking on the streets, and I came across a young Chinese lady. Asked her if she speak English, and she said yes. I asked her to call the cops. She called the cops arrived, and we went back to the kindergarten. When we arrived at the kindergarten, they had gathered everything that belonged to me on the table, telling me that the reason why they were preventing me from leaving is because they wanted me to calm down so they can call the cops to resolve the issue, despite the fact that I wasn't feeling safe, and that is why I wanted to run away. Then the guy who had punched me told the cops that he did not punch me, that I hit my eye on the couch. I asked them to release the CCTV footage of the building while I was running, and they said they don't have it. We went to the police station. At the police station, the vice principal who saw everything happen said that she didn't see anything, and that when this guy might have hit me, she was on the phone, so she didn't see anything. When I arrived there, the cops basically told me that my visa is expiring next week and I do not have proof that this guy had hit me, and therefore I needed to settle. Feeling like I didn't have a choice, I ended up settling for compensation. I'm making this video because there are so many of us out here who are suffering under the hands of our employers, who continue to disobey the law and treat us very poorly. And I'm also making this video because I feel very powerless in this situation. They told me that if I talk to anybody or go to the media about the situation, then they would sue me and I would have to go to jail or get deported. They also threatened to put me on some teachers blacklist in China so that I would never get a job in China. They also refused to give me any documents that would allow me to work anywhere else in China during this moment. But I'm not okay with just keeping quiet and pretending like this is okay and nothing happened. And I hope if you're seeing this video, you pass it to as many people as possible so that people know that this happens to me.
Okay, there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Our sister told us her story, and you know, for me, most of the time, I always put myself in the situation as how would I react if it was my blood sister? How much will I be angered if it was my blood sister? You know, and view as a Pan-Africanist, we view every other black person around the world, no matter where they come from, as long as they've got the same skin color, we view them as our brothers and sisters. You have heard me speak many times about the danger of the BRICS. What is the BRICS? Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. They are trying a movement. But I've told you guys, African countries are only used for the benefit of their minerals, nothing else. These people will never see us as their equals, ever. The Chinese president was just here in South Africa in the BRICS summit in August, and you will never hear a word from him condemning this type of behavior. In fact, this is not the first time. I've seen videos of Nigerian brothers who go and do shopping, as what we call stock taking in China, and they are doing a buying and selling business, and they get killed. One of the brothers escaped, and another one was killed. Now, the problem with us Africans, unlike our white counterparts, we don't react as if this thing is happening to us. If a white person was to be treated like this, the whole white nation everywhere, look at how much support Ukraine is getting from all the other countries. All the other white countries, how special they are. Canada, USA, providing free visa, come and live, we'll give you money, we'll give you hospital aid, we'll give you anything that you need. Just come, because there's war in your country. Your country is suffering. But in Africa, we don't treat each other the same way. It makes me crazy. No political response from South Africa. You didn't hear any politician speak about this. The South African ambassador in China did fuck all. Could not help that lady. That lady had to escape herself. Luckily, she bought a ticket. I think she just changed the flights and managed to come back home. It is so heartbreaking to know that our own can be treated like this in a foreign countries, and nobody says anything. Nobody says anything. That is why me and you need to be involved in the political space, because we can make as much as YouTube videos as we want. We can comment and say, oh, how dare they, to hell with China, whatever. But as long as we are not in the political space, the impact will just end here in YouTube. Be politically minded. Another way of punishing these people is boycotting Chinese shops here in South Africa for what they did to our sister. That is something that we, as a political party in South Africa, they should be standing up. The EFF is known for this. Standing up, the ANC Youth League, standing up for this sister. That she must feel that she belongs to a home. You know, when you can run back home and you know your brother and your sister, they've got your back. And you're going to come back with them, and that bully that bullied you is going to get his mother. But this poor sister has nowhere to run. Nowhere to run. The Chinese bullied her. The Chinese police bullied her. The HR manager punched her in the face. The other people just watched. They just watched. Because they don't care. Even if she died, they would have made up some story that she fell and bumped her head. We don't know what happened. We tried to call the ambulance, but it came late. By that time, she was dead. Nobody would have known the full story. The headlines would have said a South African woman mysteriously died in China. Nobody would have known what has happened. So I'm asking you as Africans, when you see such things, react in anger, calculated anger. I'm telling you, the next Chinese person I'm going to see, I'm going to tell them I don't like what happened in China. And I'm going to tell them to their face that you are lucky that we South Africans, are too much forgiving, or otherwise would have dealt with you. They must feel the pain. The problem is you guys are too forgiving. Apartheid just passed now 30 years ago. You guys are okay. You're forgiven. There's a clearly documented history of Africans being tortured for decades and millenniums. You guys are not bothered with that. None of you guys are going to watch this. Just comment. It's fine. Let's go back to our lives. It's not us anyway who have suffered. That is why we African people will never be taken serious. The Russians will never take us serious. They will only take us serious when they see us taking military arms, like they take the president of Burkina Faso serious, Abraham. They take that man serious. Because why? He's ready to fight. They will never take us serious, especially us South Africans. South Africans don't do nothing when it comes to South Africans being mistreated overseas. We don't do anything. We do nothing. That's what we do. I've seen some videos from Ghana. When you type on YouTube South African women in China, you'll see some videos are done in all around South Africa. Thank you very much. It's good that we're spreading the word. That's very good. I can see some people are angered because of this, but our anger must not only end on YouTube. What is it going to help that lady as talking on YouTube? How is it going to assist her? The next thing, it will be a Zimbabwean lady in Ukraine. In the Irish. It will be a Ghana man in the UK. It will be, it will be a Senegalese lady in Canada, because you guys like working in Canada. I don't know what's going on with all that weather, that cold weather there. You guys leave Africa for a better life in Canada. That is what is happening. Oh, I feel sorry for us Africans. I feel sorry for us. We're trying so much to push one Africa, one land, one Africa, one language, but it is the African people that we are fighting for the same goal. It cannot be that one of us is attacked and we do nothing. What is wrong with our politicians? What is wrong with our politicians? In South Africa, this played on national television. This lady was interviewed on ENCA. Nothing came out of it. It was just another interview. Hello, bye bye, go home. Yeah, hope you are well. In fact, her blue eye is now gone. She's okay now. Go continue with life. We don't know where you're going to work. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine, Africans. It's fine.